Welcome back to another video, guys. Now in this video I'm going to be going over trailing stop losses as well as examples of what a trailing stop loss is, because I'm going to be doing it on actual trades right now that I'm currently in, as well as tell you the math behind it and the reasoning that I think that having a trailing stop loss, or at least placing a stop loss past certain points of your trade, are very beneficial, because it takes a lot of stress and removes a lot of the dumb decision making things that you could do in the middle of a trade and managing a trade. Now we're going to hop onto the chart and you're going to take a look at exactly what I'm talking about. Now I kind of cleared up the chart. Let me remove drawings. I'm going to tell you exactly which trade I'm in right now. It is a GJ short. Now the main reason I'm in this GJ short, just so you guys could have some context, is because GJ has been selling off nasty for a while now, and I'm going to capitalize on that, even though we did get a nice little double bottom here, and a lot of people might mistake that for a buy. I'm in for a sell, and the reason I'm in the lower time frame is so I can show you guys exactly where I'm in at. So I'll drop my exact position. I actually got in right here, and I'm going to go on the higher time frame to actually tell you what my whole entire short position will entail, because I do swing trade, and with me swing trading, I am very comfortable holding trades overnight as well as day in, day out. I do want to see GJ overall come back down into this 156 range, not 400, but 156 range overall, because I do believe that we got a triple top right here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Probably even 4 right there. Now, if price can continue selling down, we can get this easy 15% right here if I hold the trade all the way through. But my trailing stop loss might prevent me from doing that, and that's going to be one of the downsides of having a trailing stop loss, is that it might cut some of your positions a little too short from under you, and it's going to affect your overall profit margin. Now you might be saying, why would I want to affect my profit margin? Because you're securing money, and you're in the business of making money, not having money out there for no reason. Now that you have an idea of why I have my price action or my take profit all the way down here, I'm going to explain to you what my trailing stop loss is like. Currently, this position is not up 1%, so I do not move my stop loss, my TP to my stop loss to break even. As you can tell, if I move it to where current price action is, this is a 1-to-1, so no go. Probably when price gets down here, this will be a 1-to-2. Then I'll move my stop loss to break even. And the main reason I say break even is because you want to give the trade room to roam. Make sure that you give the trade enough space to actually play out. Let's go back over here. I'm going to place these levels for you. So after using that tool, now I draw my first TP. Now, I know that a lot of people have misconceptions with TPs. I will just write TP 1. Beautiful. Now with this TP 1, the moment I see price get here, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm well into profit to where I can afford to move my stop loss, which is all the way up here. Let's make this red so you guys can see it all nice and pretty. This red line right here is my stop loss currently. Now, the moment price action gets over here where it's to my TP 1, then this is exactly what I do. Boom. And profit. So no matter what happens, price could bounce completely off this TP1 and go straight to my break even, and it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be a little below my break even, so I make sure I'm in profit. It won't be a crazy amount, but hey, at least I'll make some money rather than lose some money. And at that point, I will be very happy because, oh great, I hate when this happens. There we go. Let's move this back up here. Go back to where our trade is. But once this happens, I eliminated all the risk I had in that trade. So now what else am I going to do to maximize and make sure that I can make the most of this? If I didn't get into this trade with the lot size I wanted to, what I do is I start adding positions after that I get to my break-even point, because I just eliminated the whole entire risk that I had with my first position. Now, around this level, if price does break out, price breaks out and retest, then I'll add my second position here, or whatever the position might be here. Obviously, since I'm already in profit there and I can't lose any money, I enter another position here at my 1%, and then I start taking it down. let me lock this so I don't move it accidentally. Now, right here on my TP1, it's not a coincidence that I'm going to enter my second position at my TP1. Now, with 2 positions open, I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do. Let's go to the 4 hour, more zoomed out. And since I removed all the drawings, did that on purpose so I could draw different zones for you guys and different areas of interest for you guys to see where you want to be setting your TP2 or TP3, TP4, whatever the case might be. This right here, level of interest. Now that was a complete coincidence that I drew this arrow here. I did not realize that that was going to line up with this right here. Now, the main reason it's a level of interest is, boom. Here, I'll just, all right, look at that. Price action, rejection, reject, I mean, not rejection, support, rejection. Now, that's a beautiful thing because I love seeing support areas become resistance areas. Now, this right here, let me scale this back. This level right here, let's draw my little green line. Can't believe that actually lined up. That's pretty crazy. But at this point, I will, where's my text? TP2. Beautiful. Now, since this video is about trailing stop losses, your stop loss kind of basically becomes your money man, becomes a man that is collecting your money and making sure that you have money all the time. Now, my TP2, what do you think is going to happen with my position going from break even? Now, I'm going to use this line to represent what my break even is currently at. Now, you're going to have to understand that my first trade, it's well into profit at this point. So now we're going to move my initial break even on my first trade all the way down to my TP1. Now, what that allows me to do is now I have 1% secured worst case scenario. So not only do I have no risk at all on my first trade, but I actually have secured profit. It's secured. It's 1% that I have secured in the bank. Now, remember, we did get in. Let's add a short position here. Right? No, not here. We got in at this TP. This is our second position. So this is our second position. I know it's going to look a little confusing a little bit, but right, our second position. Now, you have to understand that our second position still has a stop loss up here. So now what I do when price has finally got to my TP2 area is it's a ladder. I just keep going down on it. So this second position right here, I move my stop loss from all the way up here to break even. Boom. Now I have no risk on my second position at all. I'm going to make money no matter what on both positions. That's secured money right there. If you really want to be safer, depending on the volume that price is moving at or the speed it's moving at, I'll even move this down all the way below. Well, that was already there, but I'd move it well into profit. That way I'm at least securing 0.5% on my second position as well. So but regardless, let's actually leave this here. Remember, this is still happening. This whole entire trade is still happening currently, so it could work out, could not work out. But nonetheless, I'm showing you guys live examples of how to use a trailing stop loss. Now, what do we want to do to identify TP3 and TP4? Let's go on previous price action and see where structure had another area of support. Now, this isn't the greatest example just because that's it. This is the only time that price had some type of support or resistance, I guess you could call it right here. So let's draw this up right here as another area. I know that things are getting very ugly very quickly. Let's start removing stuff from our charts so it doesn't get too cluttered. You guys already understand what I meant by that. You understand what I meant by that. Let's move that out of the way now. Let's move that out of the way as well. This is our second position. This is our TP3. So what I do next is, now of course, these are all hypotheticals. Price has not moved in this way yet, right? I'm in the trade currently and price just hasn't finished the move, but I'm showing you guys what my plan is. Now, it's very, very important for you to always have an exit strategy whenever you enter a trade, right? Because without an exit strategy, then you don't know when to get out of the market or when to take your profit or cut the loser, right? That is something that does happen, sadly. But in this case, we're going to hope for the best. Not hope for the best, but we do have the probability side in our favor. Now, what do you think is going to happen once I have my TP drawn up and price action gets here? Now our first trade, not only did we move it, remember this is I never moved it back down, but this trade essentially got back down to our TP2 and we had 1% in profit. Now we're gonna have 2% in profit because now we're gonna move our stop loss all the way down here. So now we have 2% in profit. Now what's gonna happen on our second trade? Same exact thing. Move it down. Now our second trade has 1% in profit. Now you have a total of 3% secured, 100%. Now, of course, what you could have done right here is you could have entered another position and keep scaling into that if you wanted to, or your price action is playing in that favor. Now, I could give you guys another example for TP4, but you guys get the gist of it, and I don't want to complicate the charts because I feel like once I start cluttering the charts up too much, you guys are gonna get a little lost in all the drawings and stuff like that. But the whole point of a trading stop loss is securing your profit. And I'm gonna touch on another video that I'm gonna be making on maximizing your profit and keeping the most profit possible. And that's gonna entail a lot of using your trailing stop loss, just for the fact that it's very important to keep your money, as well as know when you don't have to be exposed anymore. Know when you could move that stop loss up, I mean not up, but down in this case, to where you're in profit 100%, whether it's 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever the case might be.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting your video, but I just wanted to let you guys know, if you guys check the link in the description, I do have a private little link right there for you guys to have direct access to me through Telegram. It's not a bot, it's not some computerized assistant or anything. It's my personal Telegram link to where you can send me messages on any questions you guys have or other topics you guys want to talk about, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you guys. I'll try to respond to as many as you as possible. If I don't respond at the same time, just give me a couple minutes or an hour and I'll get to you accordingly. Now, also in the link in the description, I do have all the free Telegram, the signals chat. I do have the website where I offer all the services, and I also have a direct link to the free Forex and stock market coursework as well as crypto coursework. Now back to the vlog or video.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video and all these little tips help you guys out. And whatever results you guys get from using this actual strategy or using your stop loss it, send it to my DM on Instagram and I'll love to check it, and I'll feature it on my story and all that good stuff. And maybe we'll get on a podcast on how this might change your trading style. Or if it all sucks, and hey, I would like to listen to that too, because maybe I can help you guys out. And I'm not gonna charge you guys, just let me know, send a message. And if it's something really quick that I can answer, I will 100% answer. There is a link to my private Telegram, like just access to me. You could ask me a couple questions and I'll answer them right away or whenever I do have time for it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more content to come.